So, let's talk about the 850 base coat series. The 850 series is designed for exterior decorative surfaces of commercial and general aviation aircraft, all sizes, large and small. This series delivers a consistent, durable color and finish. With the addition of the base coat effects system, we now offer a colorful mica, metallic and hybrid finish. This is the new system. We're excited to introduce the new line. These effects add another dimension to your coatings without losing any of the vibrancy of the color itself. If you're an aircraft owner, designer, ask us about this product line or ask your supply and distributor. I must mention this before we move on. It always gets overlooked. Each product has its own data sheet. Please, please, please review the data sheet just for a few minutes. They all contain tips, tricks to get that consistent finish that we all strive to achieve consistently. As for equipment, there are no restrictions on this, but when you're using eStat, turn it off. It is possible when you go from composite into metallic surfaces that the effect itself can migrate towards a fastener or the metallic substrate itself. Turn it off. Now to the good stuff. I'm going to run through the entire range, starting with the original launch materials. In this case, the solid color. This is the SN in this case, a solid color gray. It continues to be the base coat product of choice for many refinishes. Easy application. It's a consistent product that offers an exceptional wet edge and dry film profile. Very, very easy. Number of coats, 1 or 2 cross coats are typical. Again, back to the data sheet. There's a section in there that gives you advice on achieving complete hide and on-shade very quickly when you're choosing yellows, oranges, and reds. Again, please read the data sheets. This is the solid color original launch. The second product at launch was the tri-stage. This is a translucent mica. Time has shown how easy a mica application can be on a large canvas, a large airframe. When you order this material, the tri-stage, it's supplied with a similar colored 850 base coat color. For example, if it's a green mica, you would be supplied a green ground coat, red on red, blue on blue. In this case, gray turning into silver. So how does a translucent mica work? The solid color, or ground coat as we call it, is the actual color. And the translucent mid coat is the effect. This contains a color tracer to enhance that final shade. Both of these, typically 2 cross coats, and the job is done. The third original launch material is the 850 shimmer coat. It's a neutral effect mica layer you can apply it over any solid color in the 850 line, or multiple colors. If you're doing a livery with several solid colors that you want a mica effect, you can do them simultaneously. So you can convert your scheme canvas into a mica layer quickly and effectively. It's also very economical. Like the solid color or tri-stage, 2 cross coats are typical. In this line, we have 4 effects. We have a low, medium, and high dense silver, and 1 prismatic effect within this range, the shimmer coat range. The final original launch material is the AP8. It's a clear base coat with several real essential functions. I'm going to highlight 4 benefits. Advantage number 1, it can be used in a wet bed for all smart repairs. Depending on how you do that and what your comfort level is, it's generally easier for all repairs. Typically, you can use a 2-gun approach, AP8 and the color. The idea is you put the AP8 into the repaired area and then the color within the space of the AP8. This dissolves the edge. Advantage number 2, Many refinishers typically apply base coat color, whatever that is, followed by a coat of clear. And this is a pigment lock. This is to protect the base coat color. With AP8, you can use one coat on any base coat finish to protect the pigment, just like the clear. So why would we do that? What's the advantage? Well, the AP8, you're still in base coat mode. It's faster to mask, easier to repair any color beneath it, and to prepare that surface for the final clear coat layer. Don't forget, with this, you have a 72-hour non-scuff time. With a clear coat, you do not. Advantage number 3. On any base coat system here, you can apply 2 or 3 coats as a light film surfacer. Remember, this is transparent over any of these finishes. Once dry, if you need to denib, use P600, Grey Scotch Brite, clean and proceed with more colors or the clear coat itself. It's ideal if you want to reduce the scheme livery lines, if you're overlaying as well, you bullnose the scheme designs. Advantage number 4. Once the final aircraft, once you've demasked it, you've cleaned it, you've probably remasked it, don't go into clear. Apply 1 coat of AP8, and this becomes a clear coat preview. So if there's any de-wetting, for example, tape gun, finger marks, etc., last-minute line corrections, any base coat issues, orientation issues, could have a few tiger stripes, not evident, this is full gloss, not evident in the base coat mode, or shadows, you can repair this wet on wet before the clear coat application. It saves rework, time, and money. A top tip in all cases, never apply the final clear coat until the livery is perfect. All the corrections after the clear, they become really expensive. So let's get into the new effects. Let's be honest. Refinishing aircraft with a full effect livery, several effects, it can be challenging. Typical issues, hiding, orientation, inevitable repairs, always repairs. Every paint shop faces these challenges, but they are controllable. Whatever 850 effect you choose in this line, the application is near identical. Excellent orientation control, available extended wet edge for those bigger shoots, the full resprays. Most of the colors are 2-stage, but we advise applying them over 1 color background for ease of use. Again, your supplying distributor will advise if a ground coat is required when ordering. Now, before we talk about the application, I'd like to explain the difference between a tri-stage and a 2-stage with a ground. They're not the same. We'll go back to the tri-stage. The ground coat and the mid coat are very strongly linked to color. For example, green on green, red on red, etc. The ground coat itself, we'll go back to this, and the mid coat are provided a color matched kit. So you would never use one without the other. This is a kit. This would be red on red, green on green, blue on blue, gray converting to silver. The 2-stage, back to the 2-stage. This doesn't necessarily rely on a similar color. We could have silver under red, for example, or gray under red. When you're using this system, it gets you to full hide quickly, on shade quickly, thinner, lighter films, making repairs more straightforward. Again, ask your dealer, distributor, what you need when ordering these new systems. So let's recap and break this down. It's all good news with these materials. The products you see here have one standard hardener. I'm going to show you this throughout the range. One standard hardener, the same activator range. We've got slow, and I'll bring these into view here. We've got fast, medium, and slow. All the same mixing ratio, 4:1:3. So we have 4 base, 1 hardener, and 3 parts of the chosen activator. Across the range, generally, 2 to 3 coats gets the job done. The 850 materials application scope extends from small GA aircraft to the largest commercial jets, which we have done. No size restrictions. Dry to tape. That's in about 2 hours. And don't forget, it has a 72-hour non-sand recoat window. Dry to recoat, if you're not wanting to tape, if you're just wanting to recoat this with another base coat color or the clear coat, is around 1 hour. All of these materials are repairable. Another top tip, and this is for any paint shop. Whenever you consider any material, it's got little value if you can't repair it. Additionally, any of our clears can be applied over the 850 base coat line. Now for the fun stuff. The application.